Okay, good evening, everybody. As you can see, this is the end of the day, and I'm here with Coach Ben. Coach Ben don't tire already. He's crying. He wants to go home. It's dark. We have an exciting news for you, like something to just keep you in a little bit of suspicion before it actually happens, right? Before we begin to implement it. But before then, I would still want to appreciate all the people that turned out for the Timeless Entrepreneurs and Creators event yesterday. It was a massive one. You were there, right? You witnessed everything, right? Yeah. It was really massive, and you can watch a clip of that Timeless Gym and Fitness on Instagram, and on YouTube too. They're already bringing out clips and all of that, right? So, in giving value to people who deserve value like you, we have to always update our knowledge so as to give you what you want the fastest way possible, the most efficient way possible, and the most valuable way possible, right? So we got to research and make our findings on how exactly. Now we've been saying we are building symmetry, right? Symmetrical kind of body. This will fit to this will fit to this. That's why we are touching everything like twice a week and all of that. But the truth of the matter is we are just looking at ourselves and saying, the team balance, or looking at the mirror and then saying, it looks balanced. But to actually know if it is balanced, you need numbers, you need ratios. That is where mathematics will come into fitness. Maths, they jam fitness now.
Now, some kind commands the
Now, there's some kind of formulas they take. There's some kind of formulas, so you don't even say they exist. Now, what we are saying is there are ratios, there are formulas for measuring ideal symmetrical muscle mass that you will carry, and it will fit you according to your bones, right? So you can't be saying, as you do now, if you talk, say you feel big, like make I say, do you understand? Because there are different bone densities. So with your bone, which amount of muscles will be in which place that will fit into, and then you look symmetrical and ideal. And there are two formulas basically. One is the one that suits those who just want the bulk. That one is muscles to muscles. So they tend to check things like arm muscles to chest muscles. I think that is the John McCallum formula, basically, right? Then the second formula is the Steve Reeves formula. His own is basically symmetry, balance, right? Now, not muscle to muscles now, but bone to muscles. So we tend to go towards from the ratio of your bones to know how your arm size should be, right? The ratio of your ankles to know how your calves will be, ratio of your knees to know how your thighs will be, ratio of your waist to know how your chest will be, or something like that. You understand? Yeah. So bone to muscles. Then you are going to now understand that, okay, you are deficient in this body part, right? This is the body part that you should now put more intentions on and more work on. Then on your freestyle days, or on days that any day, if you finish the workout for that day, you hammer on that particular part so that I promise you, there are some body parts that you think you have that is fit. Now, like you think, okay, you have chests, but with the ratio, with numbers, you know that you never even start to work. Work never starts. But while thinking of all of this, this whole thing, it goes through the side of the guys, right? And when it comes to the women, now what do you think? How do you think the ladies' zone will come into play?
Well, for me in that aspect, right, from the way I made my research, just like you said, that of the guys where you have to get this calculation to get this to get this muscle. Now, in that of the women, from what I've said, we don't tend to look on that calculation that way, because the way God can't create woman, they different. But women now, they don't want to see what a man can do. So from what we tend to do, right, from that aspect of calculation, we don't just check on their mass. We try checking, or should I say, we start on down beneath. So when we're talking about a woman, she tends to, she wants to look fit. She wants to have that.
I think they call it glass hourglass shape. Hourglass have been hourglass shape.
Hourglass shape,
I'd
so-
say like bust here, then little, then open here.
Look at
So
me.
that's
Look at
figure eight.
that figure.
That figure eight, yeah.
True. Now that's where we get to calculate their hip.
Okay.
Or shall I just put it hold down beneath, start with the thighs,
Yes.
then coming up with the
With the hips.
with the hips. Then from there you're going up to the body section.
body.
That's the core, where you
Yeah.
have the rib cage and all of that. And
Yeah.
up to your shoulders.
They come like when they come to make their check-ins and all, right? Guys will tell you that they want to build, they want to, but the one question that every lady will ask you is, I want to grow my butt.
Yeah.
You understand? So I understand what you are trying to say. Like where women find value more is in the whole down below and everything. So there is a ratio actually, waist to hips ratio. Now I'm talking about the women part of things. Now the women aspect of things. Now the formula is is not as complicated as the guys, right? Because the guys, just like he said, the way God make guys, make them like women. Women now will concentrate on just three parts, right? The hips now, the waist now, now the hips will be this now, the hips and the waist, and then the bust, right? So the hips now will collect more attention.
Yeah.
Then work will be done to reduce the waist size, right? Then work will now be done to make this side a little bit wider. And making this side wider means basically working on the shoulders and the back. If you have the shoulders and you have the hips and the waist is streamlining, then it's going to give that hourglass. But that does not mean we are going to eliminate like every other workout and just focus on the chest, the shoulders and the back and the hips and the glutes and all of that. But more emphasis will be. Now, this is what we were talking about actually. We said we will now need to separate women's workout from the male workout. Even in the intermediate level, basically, there's now coming soon. There's going to be male side and female side. Now, females will not follow the PPL any longer. They won't follow the push, pull, legs and core that we are doing now any longer. It is now going to be something like shoulder and back day, right? Then core day to streamline the waistline. Then leg day to put more focus on the hips area, the glutes, the thighs, the abductors, and all of these things, right? To toughen to. And we are going to have all of that. Then on Fridays, now that is full body day, then we'll now touch other parts that we didn't touch, like the chest, and basically, I think just the chest. So now the announcement is very soon in the coming weeks. We are going to be taking measurements of everybody. We are going to be taking measurements. Even your head, we will take your measurements. You understand? Because now you'll see that you will be surprised. You'll see that if they measure your back like this, you might be wider than someone, but someone might have bigger delts than you. Right? So now we have to know what size is your delt, right? What size is your traps? Then accumulatedly, what size are they all together? You feel me? What size are your arms? What size are your the combination, like round like this? What is the size round? Then we now check only the chest now. What is the size? Then we now go back and check only the lats now. What is the size? Right? So we go check so many sizes, and we have a formula already to know, okay, from your calves, from your ankles, how big should your calves be ideally, right? So if it is below, then you know that you need to work on your calves more. If it is above, then you know that, okay, you are doing a good job, but now let's focus on some other places, right? Then from your knee, we'll know how big should your lap be, right? From your wrist, we'll know how big should your arm be, and now your forearms, right? Then we know from your arms how big should your chest be. From your waistline, we know how big should your chest be, your shoulders will be, and all of these things. Then the ladies again will be more focused on your hip ratio, your waist ratio, and your bust ratio. And that is how we are going to be taking all of these statistics. So you guys should just keep up on this pace. Basically, that is what we are going to say. And when you see us with measuring tape coming to you, just give us yourself for measurement.
From what you just said, honestly, from the insight, right, and the whole idea of bringing this awareness to the individuals, that's the ones that are really willing to. I feel that it's something great that we teach, not just teach, but inspire them to. Okay, I know what I'm doing, but I need to do more on that. Like for instance, if I'm hitting my body fully, right, I don't just tend to hit because I see others doing so. I tend to do my own thing, but still having this mindset that this is what you're doing. So I really love that insight. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
And I promise you guys will love it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Intentional building, no be gambling. You understand? But yeah. So I want to say, guys, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, but all right. We'll see you guys and